you for joining me for this morning's yoga practice. My name is Sade, and I'll be guiding you through a 30-minute morning yoga session. If you could join me in a comfortable seated position in the center of your mat, we're going to get started. I like to start with checking in with the body, just seeing how you feel, and taking a moment for yourself. So if you could place your hands gently on your knees and slowly close your eyes as we take this much needed moment for ourselves. Just breathe normally. And quickly, we're going to take a moment to do a body scan. This will allow us to notice any tight areas through the body without any judgment, just noticing how you feel. So throughout your practice, you start to ease into those spaces, opening them up and releasing. Starting from the toes, bring your awareness to that space and follow along. Toes, ankles, heels, shins, knees, hamstrings, quads, hips, lower back, bottom of the belly, chest, spine, shoulders, elbows, forearm, wrists, fingertips, back up the arms, back to the shoulders, to the neck, to the chin, to the lips, to the nose, to the eyes, to the forehead, until you reach the top of the crown. Take this moment to take a deep breath and release. Now take this moment to set an intention for this morning's practice. Wherever you are, it could be as simple as, I am love. I choose to move in patience. Just whatever comes to your mind and to your heart. Now coming to the breath, we're going to take 3 deep breaths together. Start by releasing all the air from the lungs. We're going to inhale and exhale through the nose. Take a deep breath in and release. Two more times, deep breath in and release. One last time, we're going to hold at the top. So inhale deeply. Hold, 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 and release. Start to breathe normal, keeping your eyes closed. We're going to bring our chin down to the center of our chest. And start to shift that chin towards the right shoulder, keeping the head down. Once you reach that right shoulder, drop your head back and start to rotate that chin up towards the sky and over to your left shoulder into a nice big circle, dropping that chin down to the left shoulder and sweeping that chin across the chest and back to center. Making sure to breathe. We're gonna go in the opposite direction. Inhale and slowly start to bring that chin towards the left shoulder. Keeping the head down. Drop the head back, lifting the chin all the way up towards the sky in a nice big circle as we rotate towards the right shoulder. Dropping that chin down to the right and slowly sweeping across the chest. Coming back to center. Take a nice deep breath in and exhale. Inhale, bring your chin, your head back up. You can slowly start to open your eyes and turn your chin towards the left shoulder for a nice little stretch here. Breathe deeply and then rotate your chin towards the right. Breathe deeply and then come back to center. If you're sitting on I actually didn't mention this. You're gonna reach out for a strap and a block or a stack of books. I'm just gonna shift over into our cat-cow position onto all fours. So if you wanna grab those props, if you haven't already, just reach out for them. And then join me back here and on all fours. Starting with the neutral spine, we're gonna inhale deeply, bringing our belly down towards the earth, lifting our gaze towards the sky. Exhale, tuck the chin in, curl the spine, and inhale. Turn your gaze up toward the sky, dropping that belly towards the earth. Exhale. Tucking that chin, curling the spine, tucking the tailbone. Inhale one more time. Turn your gaze towards the sky. Nice deep breaths. Really drop that belly down. And exhale. Curl the spine. Try to lift that spine as high as you can towards the sky. Tucking that chin towards the chest. Tucking the tailbone. And release. Come into that neutral position. We're going to inhale, tucking the toes. Lifting your knees off the mat. Bringing your hips towards the sky. Elongate your arms and your spine, keeping your knees bent here. We're going to be in our first downward dog. Press into those fingertips and start to pedal the feet one at a time. Nice deep breaths here. Really try to warm up the body, engaging those legs. And taking your time, start to walk up to the top of your mat. Keeping your feet about hip distance apart. Allow your head to hang heavy. We're going to inhale, placing our palms on our shins or thighs, flattening your back. Keep your gaze about 3 to 4 feet above the toes. Exhale, release. Allow your head to hang heavy. And do a slight bend in the knees here. We're going to inhale, sweeping our arms up, allowing your head to come up last. Hands above the head, placing the hands together, hands at heart center. We're going to start our flow so we can warm up the body. We're going to inhale deeply, bending the knees, bringing the arms up towards the sky. Exhale, stay forward. You can continue to bend the knees here since we're just starting out. We're going to inhale, flat back, placing our hands on our shins. Exhale, release. Planting both palms on your mat. Stepping back 1 foot at a time. Coming into our plank. Engage that core. Keep your elbows close to the body. When you exhale, bend the elbows. Come on down to your mat. Flatten the feet. Make sure to inhale, rotate the shoulders back before lifting. Inhale, lift up into Cobra. Keeping the elbows close to the body. Exhale, release. Tucking the toes, pushing the hips back. Coming into that downward dog. So wherever you are in your practice, you can keep the knees bent here. That's okay. If you can, start to straighten the legs as much as you can. Try to get those heels on the mat. I'm going to inhale, walking towards the top of our mat. Keep your feet about hip distance apart. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, release. Inhale, slowly come on up, bring both arms up. Allow your head to come up last, palms together. We're gonna go a little bit faster on this last one. Inhale, bending the knees, sweeping the arms up. Exhale, come on down. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, release. Stepping back, one foot at a time, switch feet. Keeping the elbows close to the body. Exhale, come on down. Inhale, flatten the body on the mat. And lift up into Cobra. Exhale, come on down. Tuck the toes, push the hips back. Come into that downward dog in whichever variation works for you. And slowly begin to walk forward to the top edge of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, slowly rise. Palms together, hands at heart center. Inhale, reaching up toward the sky with both arms. Exhale, bend the knees. We're coming to our chair pose. Keeping the arms up next to the ears, engaging that core, tucking the tailbone. You don't want to push it out, you want to tuck it in. Inhale, exhale, one more breath. Exhale, release, come to standing, and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Stepping back with that left foot, we're gonna drop that left heel so it's perpendicular with that right heel in front. We're gonna inhale, sweeping sweeping both arms up. So inhale, lifting that left arm first, coming into warrior two. We're gonna go right into it. Inhale, flipping that front palm facing up towards the sky. Take your time wherever you are. Exhale, bringing that left arm down to the left leg and extending that right arm. For a nice side body stretch here. Exhale, dropping that right arm to that right knee and lifting with that left hand. I'm going to inhale, come back into that side bend, extending with that right arm. You'll really feel the stretch here. This is really important. Exhale, dropping that right elbow one last time. Extend with the left. Nice, strong side body pose here. And an inhale, come back into warrior two. You're going to pivot on that left foot, coming onto those left toes, sweeping that left arm front and forward into warrior one. Exhale, bringing both hands down. Stepping back with that right foot, we're coming into plank. Exhale, bending at the elbows. This time, inhale, lift up into upward dog. Keeping the arms close to the body. Exhale, push the hips up towards the sky. Flatten the feet if you can, or if you're still here bending the knees, perfectly fine. We're gonna inhale, lifting that left leg, extend it towards the sky. Exhale, stepping forward into lunge. Take a breath here and bring that right foot forward as well. Bring your feet together. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, slowly begin to rise. Palms together. Exhale, hands to heart center. And release. Inhale, bring the arms up. Exhale, bending at the knees, coming into that chair pose. This time, try to keep your feet together. If you feel a little unstable or unsafe, you can grab onto that block or the books that you may have. Place them in the center of your thighs and press against that block and hold here. We're going to hold here for 2 more breaths. Try to sink down a little bit deeper. And exhale, come to standing. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. And exhale, release. This time, stepping back with that right foot. I'm going to drop the right heel. So it's perpendicular with that left foot. We're going to inhale, sweeping both arms into warrior two. Taking your time. Inhale, flipping that front palm, facing up toward the sky. We're going to exhale, dropping that right arm to the right leg. Or if you're like me, you feel it on this side. One side might feel a little different than the other, that's okay. Exhale, bringing that left arm towards the left knee. And extend with the right, looking towards the sky. Inhale, come back up into that side bend. Exhale, bring that left arm down towards that left knee. Extend with the right. Inhale, come back to warrior two. Once again, we're going to pivot that back foot. Come onto those toes, sweeping that right arm forward and up until we get into warrior one. Exhale, bringing both palms down. Step that left foot back. Exhale, come on down. Inhale, lift up, upward dog. Nice strong arms. Make sure not to squinch the shoulders. Want to have a nice lift here. Exhale, push the hips back towards the sky. Inhale, lifting that right leg towards the sky, and exhale, step forward into lunge. Inhale, join the left with the right. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, slowly begin to rise. Bring both arms up, hands to heart center. Exhale, release. And come on down, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Stepping both feet back. Coming right into the downward dog, pushing the hips towards the sky. One last time, taking a nice deep breath here. Really feel the stretch in the back of the legs. And exhale, come on down to both knees and palms. We're going to cross at the ankles with the feet, sitting the sit bones onto our mat. Extending both legs. We're going to do a little bit of core here. So we're going to go into our boat pose. And of course, there's always variations. Make sure if you need to remove any extra flesh here from the sit bones so we're nice and rooted into the earth. And we're going to place our palms behind us, facing your toes, your fingers towards your toes. And we're going to inhale, lifting the legs, using those hands behind you to support you, engaging that core. Lift, lift, lift as high as you can. Exhale, slowly come on down and just hover over your mat. Inhale, come back up. We got 3 more times. Exhale, slowly come on down. Hover over that mat. Inhale, come on up. 2 more times. Come on down. Hover over that mat. Inhale, come on up. Exhale, come on down. Hover over your mat. One last time. Come on up. Engage that core. I know it's tough. It's fine. You can push through it. Come on down and just hover. We're going to hover just for 2 more breaths. And release. Come on up. We're going to go into a quick seated forward fold. So this is where you can grab onto your strap or your belt. And if you don't have either, that's okay. This time wherever you are. So if you reach your shins, that's fine. If you reach your ankles, that's fine. Wherever you are, you can anchor there, just hold. So if you have a strap at home, we're going to place this at the center of the feet. We're gonna take a nice deep breath in, and on the exhale, start to sink forward. Hinging at the hips, be mindful. Don't want to bend and curl at the spine. We want a nice, straight spine. So if you start to surpass your strap, you can release it. Take a nice deep breath here. And on every exhale, try to see if you can sink a little bit deeper. And slowly release. Start to walk your hands back. We got a little more core to go. Remove that strap, move it to the side. This time we're gonna go into our boat pose. So you're gonna come up onto your sits bones, and we're gonna, this time, if you can, not use your hands for support, but if you need to, that's perfectly fine. So for those of you who feel safe without it, you can bring your palms forward facing the sky. We can start with the bended knee here, engaging the core, holding here. And if you're feeling really good this morning, you can start to straighten the legs. Continue to engage the core. We're just holding here. We're holding, and we're feeling that core fire off. And then slowly try to come on down, bringing both the torso and the legs down as we hover, 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 hover. And we come on flat. Move that strap or any props to the side and out the way. Just coming straight on down to your back. We're gonna inhale, bringing that right knee in towards the chest. We're gonna exhale, releasing that right leg. Inhale, bringing that the left knee into the chest. And just holding here. And release. You're gonna bring both soles of the feet to about the edge of your mat. Extend both arms outwards into like a T shape. And we're gonna drop the knees from side to side, like windshield wipers. Feeling nice and warm here. Fired off those legs, fired off that core. Arms might feel a little fired off too, and that's great. It's a great way to start the day. Now coming to stillness, bring your feet in about hip distance apart. Bringing your arms planting down onto your mat. We're gonna go into a quick bridge pose. So you're gonna inhale, making sure your back is nice and flat on your mat. Your tailbone is touching the floor. Everything is flat as a board. Engaging your core here. And we're gonna inhale, scooping the tailbone up, rising, 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 bringing the hips up into that chair pose. Into that bridge pose. And slowly exhale, come on down. We're gonna go into this 2 more times. But this time we're gonna bring our right ankle to that left knee. And we're gonna inhale, scooping up, bringing the hips up towards the sky. Planting your hands down, using that as your anchor. Really try to open up the hips here. So you can start to bring that right knee down, pressing into that left knee with the right ankle. And exhale, come on down. We're gonna do the opposite side. So release that right foot, bringing that left ankle to the right knee. So like a four shape. And we're going to inhale, swooping the hips up towards the sky. Pressing into that right knee with the left ankle. Try to bring those hips nice and open, dropping that left knee. And exhale, release. Keeping both knees bent, you're gonna bring that right leg across the left. If you can try to tuck in that right foot behind the left leg, but if not, that's okay. You just have it on the outer edge of the left leg, keeping that left foot anchored down on your mat. So wherever you are in your practice, and when inhale, lifting that left foot off the mat. Exhale, dropping both legs to the left side of your mat. Extend with both arms. This might feel a little tough. You can use your blocks or your book here and place them underneath the knees. We're doing a little spinal twist here. Also helping to stretch the hips, the outer hips. Inhale, bringing those knees back to center and releasing both legs. If you need to, just bounce the legs outward. And now, bringing your left leg, you're gonna cross it over that right leg, tucking that right foot behind the right leg if you can, or if not, you can just bring that left leg to the outer edge of the right foot, the right leg. And now crossing over to the right side of the body. Really feel the stretch. If you're tight, you'll really feel the stretch in the outer hip. You might feel a little cracking in the spine. That's okay. We've been laying down all night. Now we're waking up the body. Now inhale, come back to center. Releasing both legs. You can bounce those knees outward. And inhale, hugging both legs into the body. Tucking the chin into the chest. Try to bring your forehead to the knees. Nice deep breath here. And slowly exhale, releasing all limbs, palms facing the sky as we come into our final pose, Shavasana. As always, if you're watching this on your own time, you can take this moment to pause for longer Shavasana. Start to bring awareness back into the body. Begin to wiggle the toes, wiggle the fingertips. Now creating tight fists with both hands and toes. Really squeeze, 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 and release. Extend both arms above the head for full body stretch. Rolling over to your side. Pressing into your free hand and coming up into a comfortable seated position. If you've opened your eyes, close them once again. Bringing both palms together. As we begin the class with our breath, we end the class with our breath. Take this moment to check back into your intention that you may have set at the beginning of class. Take this moment to bring awareness to the body. Notice how it may have changed. Now we will close class with one breath, one collective breath. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. Start releasing all the air from the lungs. Take a nice deep breath in. Holding at the top. And release. As always, I'd like to thank you for joining this morning's yoga practice, allowing me to guide you, allow me to speak to you, and I hope that you have an amazing and wonderful weekend. Namaste.